Hi there, it's Adam here from New Forest Physiotherapy Clinic, and I just wanted to talk to you about chronic pain. Now, I've just had a lady in suffering from chronic neck pain, cervical spondylosis. She's an older lady, and it just brought it all to the front of my mind, so I wanted to share what I've just sort of explained to my patient who's just left. Now, chronic pain can be very debilitating, and one of the reasons it becomes very debilitating is non-acceptance of the pain. Now, what do I mean by that? Non-acceptance is the quest, the journey to return to a pain-free state that existed in the past. And the point I'd like to make is that it's really, you're chasing a mirage. You're chasing a mirage that you'll never acquire. You're never going to achieve that non-painful state. So cervical spondylosis is a degenerative condition. The neck joints, they wear down, the joint surfaces wear down, and the mirage of achieving a pain-free state, it's just not going to happen. You're older. As we get older, these things happen. Now, people don't like to accept that that's occurred. They kind of defy accepting their pain. And my hypothesis to you, it's the defying the pain, it's the chasing of the mirage, that's what wears you down. It's not the pain. The pain's there, but it's not the pain that is wearing you down. It's the chasing the mirage that wears you down. Now, to give you a sort of an analogy for you. Now, if I suddenly decided that I didn't accept the situation that the sun is going to rise in the morning, I absolutely will not accept that the sun is going to rise tomorrow morning. I could go out and I could go on a trip, I could spend billions of pounds, I could research, I could do all sorts of things to try and stop the sun from rising in the morning. But the reality is it's going to rise tomorrow morning. Whether I try and stop it or not, it is going to rise. And I would spend an awful lot of money, a lot of effort, and it would take up a huge amount of mental space. Mental space that is not being spent doing other more productive things. Trying to stop the sun from rising tomorrow. And the second I accept that the sun is going to rise tomorrow, in that second, I can move on. So the sun was always going to rise. It wasn't the sun rising in the morning that was wearing me down. It was the quest to stop the sun from rising in the morning that was wearing me down. And it's the same with pain. The quest to stop the pain is what's wearing you down, not the pain itself. And the second you accept that you have got pain, your whole outlook changes. All that energy that you were expending in trying to get away from the pain, trying to chase the mirage of a pain-free state that existed sometime in the past, acceptance instantly changes all of that. Instantly. Okay. You now have energy to put into the things that you want to be doing, like gardening, walking, playing badminton, whatever it might be for you. Because you're no longer wasting energy chasing a mirage. You're now plowing your energy into getting better, truly better. And the other mistake people make, by the way, is they emphasize the pain. Now I know why that happens. We emphasize the pain because that's what occupies, that's what grabs our attention. That's what it's designed to do. Pain is there, it's a defense mechanism. It's designed to grab our attention, to stop us from causing ourselves more damage. Acute pain does that. So if I put my hand under a hot tap, instantly I pull it away. But chronic pain is a different type of pain. You have to accept it because it's not going to go away. But like I say, as soon as you accept it, you release an awful lot of energy and you can move on. The other thing my lady mentioned is trying. So I've tried to accept it, Adam, but I just can't. So I just want to illustrate the expression trying. And I'd like you to try this at home as well. I've got a hip replacement here that I was given. Now, if I just turn that around a little bit, just so you can see that a bit better, move that forwards, backwards, there we go. So, I'm going to try and pick up this hip replacement. And I want you to do the same thing, put a pen down, anything. I want you to try and pick up your pen, book, whatever it might be. I want you to try and do it. I don't want you to do it. I don't want you to not do it. I want you to try and do it. See, have you done that? Have you tried that? See, if I try and pick that, now I'm picking this up now. So that's picking it up. That's not trying to pick it up, that's picking it up. Now I'm not picking it up. So the point I'm trying to make here is either you do it or you don't. You can't try and do it. Trying is a mental trick that again, it's another mirage. You can't try and accept your pain. You either do or you don't. So when someone says to me, I tried to accept it, I've tried to do this, I've tried to do that. You either did or you didn't. And we made good progress and the light bulbs came on and she realised she hadn't really tried to accept it at all. And I want you to sort of absorb that as well. You either do things or you don't do them. You either accept that you have pain or you don't. You never try. You can't try. It's a mirage. It's a mental concept that doesn't exist outside of your mind. It doesn't really exist trying. Now, once you accept that you have chronic pain, truly accept it, now you are ready to move forwards. You now have released all that energy that went into non-acceptance of reality, because it's a reality, the pain's there, it's real. That energy can now be put into a graded return to exercise, a graded progression and moving forwards. So the mistake is to go back too soon, too fast, too hard. Okay. So for the lady I've just seen, what I've advised her to do is, she likes gardening, she hasn't been gardening for 6 months, is that she spend 5 minutes gardening. The next time she spends 10 minutes. The next time 20 minutes. Then half an hour. Then an hour. Okay? So you just gradually build it up little bit by little bit. And each step forwards is a small step. Don't overstretch yourself. Don't do too much. Okay? It's just a little step forwards each time. And you may get a slight increase of pain. If you do too much, it'll be too much pain and you'll be in agony. Okay? But if you just do little progressions, you'll get a slight increase of pain. The mistake is that people, when they get that slight increase, they say, oh, I'm never doing that again. It caused me more pain. That's the mistake, because then you never progress. You can never move forwards because you don't give your body, your muscles, your ligaments the chance to move you forwards. Okay. So accept a little bit of an increase on pain. So what I normally say to people, if on a pain scale, 0 is no pain, 10 is worst possible pain. If your pain on a day-to-day basis is, let's say, 3 out of 10, when you exercise or you're doing some activity, allow the pain to get to 5. Not more, so let it go up 2 points on that scale. Okay? And after you finish the activity, if you have a little bit of aching or a little bit of discomfort for a couple of days, that's acceptable. Okay? If by doing the activity your pain's gone from 3 to 10 and you can't move for a week, clearly you've done too much. Okay? So it's that graded return. Now you have to get your family and friends on board with this one. So the lady that's just left me, her daughter, every time she goes to do the gardening, her daughter's saying, no, don't do that. You mustn't do the gardening. Now, it's meant for good reasons. You know, she doesn't want her mother to suffer more pain. But so you need to get your family on board and say, well, actually, I do need to do this because I need to gradually improve my fitness, my flexibility, and I need to gradually do a little bit more each day. And of course, they want the best for you, so they'll be on board with you. But if you don't tell them, then every time you try and do things, out of the goodness of their heart, they'll say, oh no, I'll do that for you. You just sit there and relax. They're doing it because they love you and they want you to move forwards, but actually they're holding you still. It's actually preventing you from moving forwards. So get your family and friends on board. Tell them what's happening and tell them that you're doing a graded return and that you're going to gradually, they're going to see you doing more, and for them to encourage you to do that. And that will help you. Then you've got people on your side helping you. The other thing is to take regular analgesia, regular painkillers. Classic mistake. Same with the lady that's just left. I asked her, what painkillers are you taking? She said, well, I don't like to take tablets. I only take them when the pain's really bad. That doesn't really work. If you wait until the pain is really bad for chronic pain, you've waited too long. If you wait until it's really, really painful, it's detrimental to your recovery. Now, I'm not saying that you should be taking a high dose, sort of morphine-based type painkillers. I'm not talking about those. But certainly paracetamol, very few side effects, very effective painkiller if taken as a course, a regular course over a prolonged period of time. And it's non-addictive. It doesn't have any, unlike ibuprofen that can cause stomach problems, paracetamol doesn't cause really any significant side effects. It's really is a magic drug, and that's not just me saying that. That's a pain specialist that I know. That's coming from him, really. I'm just telling you what I've been taught by a pain specialist I know. So it really is a good medication. Take it regularly. And the other thing that my lady was doing, she was using the I Believe muscle rub. Obviously that's an anti-inflammatory, so that could cause you other problems with your stomach, so that probably does have side effects. But paracetamol, take it regularly, get on top of your pain, don't wait until it's painful, just take it as a course like you would antibiotics. And if you're not in pain, you're going to exercise more. You're going to do far more activities, and in doing far more activities, you're going to get stronger, you're going to get more flexible, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles, they're all going to get stronger. The muscles, the bone, as well, you're going to lay down more bone tissue. Everything is going to improve. And eventually you'll get to a state where you can start weaning off the painkillers. But if you can't, well, that's okay. You just take those painkillers, but now you're active. Now you're doing things. Now you're out there enjoying life, doing your gardening, doing your walking. You're no longer wasting energy on chasing the mirage of a pain-free state. You may still have pain, but you're living a life. You're doing things. So if at the start of the process your pain was 3 or 4, or maybe 5 or 6 even out of 10, at the end of the process it may still be 6 out of 10. But at the start you couldn't do anything. You couldn't do your gardening. You couldn't go walking. You were housebound. You couldn't do all of these things. At the end of the process, well, there is no end. It's an ongoing thing. It's a lifestyle change. It's a thinking process change. So there is no end. But if you've still got pain at 6 out of 10, but now you're gardening every day, now you're hiking and doing the things that you love to do, then it's a game changer. You've improved your entire situation. So I just wanted to share that with you. So just to recap, pain acceptance, crucial for chronic pain. Let me just check my notes. So pain acceptance, there's no such thing as trying. You either do or you don't. Once you've accepted your pain, and then you can move on to a graded return to exercise. And as you're doing that graded return to exercises, recruit your family, recruit your friends, tell them what you're doing, and then they will encourage you in your increased activities. And take regular analgesia, take regular paracetamol, because it will allow you to move forward. It will allow you to do the exercises and move forward. And I guarantee you, if you're someone who suffers from chronic pain, I guarantee you, if you truly embrace those steps, truly embrace them, if you truly change the way that you think about your pain, rewire the connections in your mind, you will move forward. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Your pain level on a scale may be the same, but you will have moved forwards because you are now doing things in your life. And eventually, I guarantee, your pain will drop because you're stronger and you're fitter. Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed delivering that lesson. And if you'd like to come to us for physio, we've got clinics in Southampton and in Forley. And our number's 023 8008 9120. Thank you for listening.